5. Rare hybrid animals that really exist. Sometimes animals can end up mating with members of other species, whether it be accidentally or intentionally. Sometimes this is done in captivity, where males and females of different species are kept together. And sometimes it's simply done in the wild. These animals are called hybrids. Most hybrids are sterile, meaning they cannot have babies of their own, but some can and will pass on their mixed genes to future generations. Some hybrids are easy to come by, like mules, which are the offspring of a male donkey and a female horse. But today, we're talking about the opposite, hybrids that are incredibly rare and difficult to find. Here are 5 rare hybrid animals that actually exist. Number 5. Growlar bear. The first animal on our list is a mixture between a polar bear and a grizzly bear. It has been confirmed that these two species of bears can successfully mate with one another to produce a growlar bear. While both of these animals live in completely different regions, there is an area where their territories overlap, and that is in the northwest region of North America. This is along the coast of Canada and Alaska. If a male grizzly bear happens to come across a female polar bear in heat, they may decide to mate. However, it's also possible that these animals may not get along and fight each other instead. This means that sightings of these two animals at the same time are relatively rare, and if they do run into each other, it's unknown whether they recognize each other as a potential mate or as a meal. Growlar bears have been spotted in the wild. In 2006, a hunter from Canada came across a bear that he believed was a hybrid of the two animals. He shot the bear and took photos of its polar bear-like fur and skull. Scientists compared the photos to skulls of both grizzly bears and polar bears, and they concluded that the bear had to be a hybrid of the two. The bear was a female, and when scientists studied her DNA, they found that she had both polar bear and grizzly bear genes. Since then, more pictures and videos of growlar bears have been taken, and even though they are still quite rare, they have been spotted a few times since then. Number 4. Wholphin. Moving away from land and onto sea, we have the wholphin, a rare hybrid between a bottlenose dolphin and a killer whale. To produce a wholphin, a male killer whale needs to breed with a female bottlenose dolphin. These two marine mammals can be found in the same areas, so it's not impossible for them to meet and mate. However, this is still considered to be a rare occurrence. A wholphin has the upper body of a killer whale and the lower body of a dolphin. They also have a dorsal fin like a killer whale, but it's smaller than other whales, and they tend to sport the black and white coloring of a dolphin. Just like many hybrids, this one is also sterile and cannot reproduce. One well-known wholphin is named Kiska. She was born in 2003 at the Ocean Adventure Park in Mexico. Her mother was a bottlenose dolphin, and her father was a killer whale. When she was born, she was quite small, weighing only 88 pounds and measuring 4 feet long. Today, she weighs over 220 pounds and is 14 feet long. Kiska has become famous around the world and has appeared in TV shows and movies such as Blackwater Transit, Here Comes the Boom, and Whale Wars. Number 3. Mule. Now we move on to a hybrid that you probably already knew existed, the mule. Mules are created when a male donkey breeds with a female horse. They are quite common and are often used as working animals just like horses. They're typically larger than donkeys, stronger and more intelligent than donkeys, and they make great pack animals. Mules can live for a long time, sometimes living into their late 20s and even early 30s. Even though they are strong and healthy animals, they cannot reproduce because they have an odd number of chromosomes, specifically 63. Male donkeys have 31 pairs of chromosomes, while female donkeys and male horses have 32 pairs of chromosomes. This means that when a male donkey mates with a female horse, the offspring ends up with 63 chromosomes, which makes it unable to reproduce. Interestingly, the opposite hybrid of the mule is very rare and almost never seen. The hybrid of a male horse and a female donkey is called a hinny. Hinnies are much rarer than mules and are usually smaller in size. There have only been about 20 documented cases of hinnies being born throughout history. Number 2. Beefalo. Next on our list is the beefalo, a mixture between a domestic cow and a North American bison. These two animals are in the same family, so it's not too surprising that they can successfully breed with each other. Bison are much larger than domestic cows and weigh up to 2,000 pounds. They stand at around 6 feet tall at the shoulder. Bison also have a thick layer of fat under their skin, which acts as insulation and helps keep them warm in cold climates. Cows, on the other hand, come in all shapes and sizes and vary widely depending on the breed. It's thought that the beefalo was created sometime in the mid-19th century, when domestic cattle were released into areas populated by bison. At the time, people wanted a source of meat in the Western Territories and figured that a mixture between a bison and a cow would produce an animal that was easy to harvest for meat. Today, there are thousands of buffalo roaming freely in the United States and Canada. Many of these animals have a nearly equal mix of bison and cow DNA, but others are more heavily weighted in one direction or the other. Because of this, they vary widely in terms of appearance. Some are large, with a dark brown coat, while others are lighter in color and have a hump like a bison. These animals are hunted for their meat and their hides, and some people believe that the taste of beefalo meat is healthier than beef because it has less fat and cholesterol. Number 1. Liger. Last, but certainly not least, we have the Liger. The Liger is the largest of all hybrids on our list, and is the offspring of a male lion and a female tiger. These big cats are known to be fierce hunters and can take down prey much larger than themselves. They are both solitary animals who prefer to live and hunt alone, and they are known for their distinctive fur and markings. Ligers are the biggest cat hybrids and are bigger than both lions and tigers. On average, they reach up to 10 feet in length and can weigh anywhere from 200 to 670 pounds. Just like the Holfins, ligers are also sterile and cannot reproduce. There are currently 23 known ligers in the world, and most of them live in captivity. A liger named Hercules is the current record holder for the largest living liger. He lives in Myrtle Beach Safari in South Carolina and is almost 10 feet long. If you look at photos of Hercules, he looks more like a lion, but he has tiger-like stripes on his paws and a tuft of hair on his forehead like a tiger. In 2011, a liger named Kimba was featured on Animal Planet's show Breeders. This liger lived at a sanctuary in California and weighed over 300 pounds. Ligers are quite friendly and are known for having a good temperament. They don't seem to display any aggression towards humans, and this is why they are often bred in captivity. Ligers require a lot of space and need to be kept in large enclosures. Thanks for watching. What's your favorite animal on this list? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and come back soon for another awesome video. See you later. Bye.